Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite all customers in all rows for United Express 5547 service to Los Angeles. All seated confirmed passengers should be in my boarding line at this time to the doorway marked at 11 to ensure an on-time departure. As a reminder, our boarding doors do close 10 minutes prior.
You probably can't hear me. You really probably can't hear me, but I'm gonna make this real quick because I have about an hour. I'm exhausted. I'm super tired. If I had a pillow next to me, I might actually fall asleep. But I'm on my way to Japan, the third time in 4 years. I think I might be overdoing it. Seattle was fun. Got on the plane. LAX was not so fun. I had to wait in a huge line, and now I'm here in what looks to be a completely empty convention hall. Why not? I'm on some international terminal, I don't really know. I got an hour left. I have an hour left, and my time's totally screwed up. It's supposed to be right now 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Thursday. But it feels like it's 12 o'clock in the morning Thursday, so yeah. I didn't really do a whole good job of preparing myself for this, apparently. Everything was packed up in about 4 hours, and well, somehow I managed. So anyways, I really record this to keep myself sane and to make sure that I told myself I recorded something, because holy shit, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to do that. I'm almost certain. So I have like an hour in between my Tokyo flight through to Miyazaki. So no time to really record there. Jump on that flight, get picked up, and do a bunch of not so good stuff. So trying to go back through my brain and make sure my vocab's there and make sure that I can speak to some people, because I'm going to be here for a year. Well, I'm not here, Miyazaki rather. So a year. I'll talk about that later. But for now, I'm going to go find some food and get out of this. I don't even know where I am. I don't mean to be hiding behind the vending machine right now. I mean, I'm not really. It's just there's lots of people back here. I'm kind of stuck between 2 bathrooms, so I'm trying to keep it low. It's like 6:30 in the morning. They started boarding in like 5 minutes. For as the last plane, I almost said train. Last plane I'm gonna get on, and then that's it. I don't know how to feel about that actually. It's gonna be a little weird. So I'm gonna get picked up right outside the Miyazaki station, I'm pretty sure, from somebody. That's kind of the problem. I never actually confirmed who was going to pick me up and when they were, or where they were. And since I'm trying to kind of keep this limited, maybe I should talk about it later, so I don't have to keep my voice so low. But right now I'm kind of freaking out. It's like an hour-long flight. I'm starving. I have a horrible headache. Got a bad story to tell about the plane, but again, I'll tell that later. For now, though, I guess this is it.
こだよね。川とかすぐのとこ。
パスポートとか持ってきて。
でも
あ、
確認確認。
お
あ、写真ないの。
天気が良ければよかったな。ちょっと曇ってるから。
さっき選んでたやつですよね。
うん。まあちょっと余るかもだけど全然いいと思うよ。あんまり過ぎってことないし。ジョシュ寝ないで大丈夫？ここ一回足
一
張って
回一回寝る？寝ない。うん、いいや。
汚いからギリやね。
Okay, so it's been a day. Sure has been a day. The Miyazaki thing happened. I got on the plane and did my thing. Awesome. I have no clue how any of this is being edited together, so let's just say that I got on the flight and I made it to Miyazaki. I even got picked up by the faculty that I was a little worried wasn't going to know where I was. She found me. It's right outside the departure. It was really only one location as long as she knew the kind of flight I was coming on. So awesome. I guess I lucked out. Well, I guess so. I'm in a cool looking room and that's nice. I have a bed. First time I've been able to say that in I don't know how long. It's even got a restroom. That's nice. Cool. Unfortunately, as I pan back into the camera, all of this culminated into like a 6 or 7 hour day. I haven't really had a good night's rest in forever, so really I might as well have been awake for the past 3 days. But basically, I got picked up. I was brought to the university. I got to meet the individual that the representative that picked me up was replacing. Him and her, they're going to be my help, basically, my lifeline if anything wrong happens. And if nothing wrong is happening, but I still have questions, I also now get to speak to my direct tutor. I mean, this isn't someone that's going to be tutoring me necessarily, but they're there to be my kind of first line of defense. I got to meet him and another individual. One person went to New Zealand, one person went to England for about 3 weeks. Cool. Whatever. His English is better than my Japanese. Kind of pitiful. But yeah, I was able to keep up in the majority of the conversation, and I needed to, because even though the conversation from the airport back to the university was mostly in English, and I felt a little, comfortable. Yay, of course I can speak English. The day slowly but surely turned into almost an exclusively Japanese journey. It's definitely good for my practice, and it definitely shows me what I'm needing to improve on or not. But wow, was I not expecting that, especially right after having to be on one of the worst flight experiences I've had in a while. Now, as I said, I did the whole Miyazaki thing and got here. That's fine. But there is one story I need to tell without taking up too much time that I forgot to tell earlier. When I was getting off of actually when I was on the plane from Los Angeles to Tokyo, or Haneda, it was the first time I felt nauseous to the extent like I was going to vomit. It was pretty bad. I mean, it was really bad actually. I guess I had taken some medicine that needed to be administered with a meal, like drinking something or eating something. I hadn't done that. I'd done it right in the middle of the flight, so I'd already eaten something. Probably had already digested. It went to my stomach. It was just bad news, and so I stumbled and fell to the floor in front of 5 stewardesses, or whatever the politically correct term for them is now, and it was pretty scary. It was. I mean, I didn't think I was going to die, but I didn't want to vomit anywhere on that plane. That was just going to create a fiasco. Somehow I get off the plane. Obviously I'm here, so that's good. But as I said, the 2 people that were helping me out actually ended up coming with 2 other friends, and they got 2 different cars, and we drove all around Miyazaki. Right? I mean, I have a big pile of paperwork right here, and this is all enough of a problem. This is culminates in the next, I don't know how many weeks of my life. It's going to be, well, whatever. Pain, to say the least. But in the meanwhile, those 4 individuals helped me out immensely. Basically, all of the work that I did in one day would have taken me years to have completed. I mean, I would have had to have a dictionary right next to me, and I don't know how many extra copies of paper of the forms I was filling out to make sure that I could replace the mistakes that I inevitably would make. I have my notification of designated period for delivery of alien registration certificate. That's cool. And it helps me get things here. You know, I got a bunch of extra stuff for my passport. I got to figure out my, like, I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means at all. Apparently I'm 63 something. I don't know. Whatever. Point is, all of this stuff was a great assistance and was directed to me through a panel of 4, you know, incredibly gracious individuals that bought me lunch. It's crazy. Now I had helped the exchange student that came from Miyazaki to Evergreen, but I mean that was a one-time thing. Whatever. I mean they literally drove me around town, and in fact later tomorrow we have to do the same thing because even though they were a huge help, it's not over. This room I'm actually showing around that looks cool and I wish I could live in is actually it's a guest house. It's about 3, 4, 5 minute drive from the university, and the room I'm in is basically here to give me a place to stay until tomorrow. I'm assuming that room that I'm going to be taking over is well, I don't know actually, but point is I can't move in tonight. It has to be tomorrow, and I would not have a problem with that if the room didn't look like a scene out of The Wizard of the Oz. It's embarrassing. It's a good thing and a bad thing. And there's a lot of utilities, things that I can use in that room that are basically being passed down from student to student. And I don't know who was there last. Maybe it was someone from Evergreen. If you're watching this, man, you left it pretty bad. But I completely understand. I guess maybe you had no reason to clean it up. No one else was asking. You didn't really leave any garbage there. But boy, man, was that looked pretty bad. Fortunately though, the cupboards are full of things like pots and pans and stuff that I can use. There's a microwave and a TV. I mean, that's awesome, really. There's really no way that I'd be able to get it. And it's probably going to stay there even when I leave. Because again, I already have the majority of those things back at my house. Why have duplicates, especially when it's going to be a pain to have to port back to the Americas. So I'm assuming that's probably what happened. Maybe they weren't there, or maybe they were there even before he was there. I have no clue. But now I have presents in pretty much a disaster of a room. So these individuals that helped me out, took me to lunch and did all that other stuff for me. 2 of them are gonna bring me to dinner tonight as well. I'm paying for that meal though. I'm not gonna let. I already had a conversation with them earlier. I was trying to sound modest, but at the same time, well, whatever. Point is, they're helping me clean that room tomorrow. They're helping me with a bunch of stuff too, and I really can't thank them enough. Right now, I'm sure that this video is far longer than it needs to be. I know for a fact I'm breaking apart. I guarantee it. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna do something. I don't know actually what I'm going to do, but I really appreciate all the help that I've been given. And if this is the life that I have to live, for the next year, I'm hoping that it's a good one, because boy, do I have a lot in my life that needs to be changed to make sure that this can happen. I don't know what to do. I guess we'll see.